The night the stars went silent, the world held its breath. High in the shattered ruins of Vaelstone Keep, a lone lantern bobbed through the dust-choked corridors. Arin Thornblade, last of a disgraced bloodline and owner of exactly one rusty sword, crept forward as though the stones themselves might report him to the dead kings who once ruled here. He wasn't supposed to be alive. Then again, nothing in Vaelstone was supposed to be alive. A cold wind slithered across the back of his neck. It carried whispers, faint as dying embers, rising from the ancient walls. Arin tightened his grip on the lantern. "Please don't be ghosts," he muttered. Ghosts charge rent. But the sound continued, threads of song, sorrowful and beautiful in the way a knife is beautiful right before it opens you. He followed the melody deeper into the ruin, past fallen banners and doors split long ago by claws no scholar had ever agreed on. At the heart of the keep lay a circular chamber. The roof had collapsed centuries earlier, leaving the moon free to spill itself across the stone floor like a silver wound. And in the center stood something he'd only read about in the forbidden archives of Old Vaelstone, a Vaelstone Ember. The last remnant of a dying magic. It hovered above a pedestal, an orb the color of sunrise trapped in crystal. It pulsed once, twice, like the heartbeat of a slumbering titan. And the whisper song grew louder. Arin swallowed hard. The story said only a rightful heir could approach the ember. Everyone else tended to end up as ash and cautionary footnotes. "I'm not here to steal you," he said, raising both hands like a man negotiating with a wild beast. "I'm here because the world outside is going straight to hell and someone." He winced. "Someone decided I'm the only one left who might convince you to wake up." The ember pulsed again, brighter this time, illuminating the chamber with molten gold. Then came a voice. Soft. Female. Ancient. "Blood of traitors. Why do you call to me?" Arin forced himself not to run. "Because the Shadowborn are marching again. Villages are burning. Forests dying. You know the usual signs that we're one bad week from becoming a footnote in some demon's diary." The ember drifted an inch closer, drifting like a curious serpent. "The Thornblade line betrayed Vaelstone," it said. "You carry a stain." "Yes. Well. We're a messy family. But I'm trying to break the tradition of ruining everything we touch. Thought that might count for something." The ember brightened to a painful shine. Arin shielded his eyes, but he didn't step back. "You could destroy me," he said. "Or maybe you help me stop what's coming." Silence pressed against the chamber. Even the wind refused to breathe. Then unexpectedly the ember dimmed. It lowered, hovering inches from Arin's chest. A warmth spread through him, steady and fierce, as though a forgotten flame had finally found kindling. "Prove you are not your forefathers," it murmured. "Prove you are worthy of the fire." A crack split the air. The chamber door exploded inward. A Shadowborn hunter ducked inside, its body shaped like a wolf sculpted from midnight. Its eyes glowed with malevolent hunger, and its claws scraped sparks across the stone. Arin didn't have time for fear. He drew his rusted sword. The ember flared and fire erupted across the blade, transforming it into a sword worthy of legend. The heat didn't burn him. It welcomed him. The Shadowborn lunged. Arin moved without thinking, the ember's warmth guiding his limbs. Steel met shadow. Fire met void. The chamber lit with violent light as he drove the blade through the creature's chest. It howled, then dissolved into smoke. When the echoes faded, Arin stood panting in the center of the room, sweat dripping, sword blazing like a newborn star. The ember floated back to its pedestal. "You will do," it whispered. Arin let out a shaky laugh. "That's the nicest thing anyone said to me all week." He sheathed the flaming blade. "All right then. Let's go save a world that barely remembers why it's worth saving. The ember shimmered in answer. And somewhere far beyond the ruined keep, as if stirred by the rekindling of an ancient flame, one star flickered back to life.